Good evening, Susan. Chemical balancing robot. We're doing our round one but combo. Loading and GM still is having a little bit of technical. Still finally doing our tracking. Let's go ahead and do into voicing before we start. Today we have a fire with plus 80 HP and plus 50 skill. The people complete that claw and hurt them. A black belt that has resistant fire, status, ice, and clean magic. The red mages come with 3 cast of light and shielders. Ooh, tier 4.
We are off. Level 1 Cure 4. There's a find.
Yeah. And there's actually a sweeper in black, so that's really good.
Oh, that's gotten more and more unusual in these seeds as I've played them.
Oh yeah. I've seen quite a few where you don't see a sweeper until level
Elfland.
3 or 4.
Till Elfland.
Yep. Alright, as they do their shopping, let's finish these blessings. White mages get plus equipped shirt and doom magic, so bye-bye level 8 slots. And then the black mages, pretending that they're a thief today with plus thief swords and plus 20 strength.
Alright.
What are you expecting here?
Well, Oops All Loose Shard Hunt is a very interesting set of flags. Climinteedus heading over to check Dwarf, which it is not a bad play. I'm expecting a lot of key items early.
Hopefully there's a bridge in Dwarves, so that was a great check early.
Yeah, that is a nice early check. Wizard Stick. I never remember if Wizard Stick is the one, if it's Wizard Stick or Mage Stick that casts Fire 2.
Mage is the fire, wizards are the confused old men.
Okay. And there goes Garland down on Budgemano's side. Silver Axe and a canoe.
Oh.
That's another nice find.
It is. Now, Budge is gonna have to go over towards Dwarves because he doesn't have that bridge, so we'll have to see if he turns right back around to go to Provoca, or if he keeps going. And
Now
just
that's
does a full
silver.
loop.
That silver plus 2 is a really nice sword for the fighter early on.
Oh yeah. Even that wood helmet plus 6 is a great defensive early game item.
Even if no one has wood set evade.
So let's see, Topher was holding our crystal and our canoe, with dwarves holding our bridge. Oh, I'm sorry, canoe was at Sarah, that's right.
Yeah, canoe was at Sarah.
All of Inner Sea is open to them now?
Well, it'll be open to Budge as soon as he.
Oh, true.
Well, actually, with the canoe, it is all open to him.
Yeah. He just would have to go all the way back around if he doesn't pick up that bridge.
Which, I mean, he's obviously going and doing. With all of Inner Sea open, what do you do?
Fire 2 is their only sweeper right now. If I'm Climinteedus, I go Provoca. If I'm Budge, I probably would have pushed on to Marsh and Elfland since I was already in that area.
I can see that, and with Fire 2 being your sweeper, that's a viable play.
Yeah, Fire 2 and Marsh is fairly good. But going up to Matoya is always a smart play because she's usually hiding something in there.
Well, especially in Oops All Loose.
Yeah.
There's a shard. There's a bottle. And they did get the crystal.
They did. Ooh.
And that's a ribbon. Ooh. That's not just a ribbon. That's a ribbon.
Yeah, you can't really get any better than that.
Okay, and they are both making the provoke a play. Yeah, with the crystal, I fully support the Matoya play.
Yeah.
It could be the, it could have been the tail as well.
Yeah, my only thinking was he could have kept going and probably found the ship or airship along the way.
Bane?
And gotten back there.
Bane and Temper, and Harm 4. So
And
White Mage
exit.
Harm All is on, and Exit, yes.
Well, no one took a white mage, so that harm is only going to be good on the undead.
Hmm. Okay, Fighter Red. With these blursings, I can see taking Fighter Red.
I still don't like not taking the thief just because of the extra run chance that it provides and the better opportunity of getting strike first. But I can understand wanting one less party member for the better experience.
Oh yeah. That has been the difference in some of the qualifier races.
Just a shard
Okay.
on Vicky.
Well, but that's important.
Yeah. These gloves plus 5 becoming more popular lately.
Well, they are surprisingly good. Sorry, the weather has been... Temperature where I live has been up and down, and it is making my sinuses and my throat go crazy.
Yeah, it's not been great here either.
Relatively quick encounter off the hard reset, which makes a desert grind seem possible.
Oh, that was 2 quick encounters next to each other as well.
I don't dislike Budge's play here.
Yeah, I've done the skip ice, go volcano because volcano is usually a little more forgiving, and you can
And
grab a
armory.
lot of stuff. Yeah. Now, Climinteedus deciding to walk westward around, I'm not 100% sure on. I mean, I get it, go to Marsh because it is potentially the easiest, and you have exit on 2 casters.
Yeah, I don't dislike Marsh play, even though I hate Marsh.
You can never skip Marsh.
As
At
much
least I
as you
can never
want,
skip
as
Marsh.
much as you want to. Well, the thing with Marsh is, you know something in there is going to roll bad.
Yeah, you just have to hope that you pull the luck out and not see it, and that your opponent finds it instead.
I've gotten a big advantage in a race before. There's TNT in Marsh top.
I mean, it could always lead to Excal or Tail or something along those lines, so it's great to find. Not quite the progression that they're hoping for yet. Ooh, white shirt plus 3.
Opal Bonk plus 6 as well, and a ship.
Pretty good volcano armory.
And let us not forget 3 shards on volcano on our armory floor.
Yeah. So that was a fairly loaded armory.
And Budgemano noping out, and I support play as well.
I suppose. I mean,
You
I
don't
guess.
really have the. You don't really have the. You don't really have the resources yet to full clear down through Armory or down through Agama floor.
Oh, I guess he hasn't bought any health potions, so that would make sense.
So, without the resources yet to clear Armory, to clear through Agama floor, that's the right play. Canal
Okay.
in Marsh. So they both have half the. They both have half the puzzle. By the way, something about these flags. Oops, I'll lose Shard Hunt. Vanilla spike tiles.
Yeah, that threw me the first time I ran these flags because I didn't read them properly, and I'm like, wow, why are all these trap tiles terrible?
Because they're vanilla.
Now, there could be a possibility that Airship could just be sitting in Ice Cave.
Oh, the French vanilla floater. And that is the herb from the old men.
Wow, I'm not used to the old men giving useful stuff too often.
Yeah, not in these flags.
Used to them giving me some pocket change or an old axe. They got their medical card.
Now, the herb, I will say that the herb in this case, it's just going to lead to a sword or potentially the tail.
Endgame sword, Roostick, or tail at this point, I believe. Because it's what? Ribbon, Roostick, tail.
It's a roost stick.
Then
Not that a
Excalibur,
roost,
Vorpal?
not that a roost stick is a bad thing, mind you.
Oh right, Power Bonk is one of those.
Yeah, it
things
could be
to
power
get.
bomb. Yeah, not that any of the things you could pick up are bad. Well, other than the paper cut sword.
Hey, the Vorpal can roll +6 and be viable. It can also roll -1 and
It
be.
can also roll -1 and be fodder to throw out the window in Sky 3.
Level 4 nuke.
Level 4 nuke, level 3 fade as well. That
There's
is,
also Ice 3 in level 3.
and that fade is Knight and Red Mage learnable.
Oh.
Cheap silver +5 and cheap pro rings.
Always very nice to see. I think I just saw Climinteedus drop his gloves. Ah, he's buying pro rings, that's why.
Yeah. What is he, Patrick Waugh at the Joe or something? Dropping the gloves? Or Jordan Bennington anywhere, anytime? Sorry, hockey fan.
I have to say, Climinteedus' party is looking pretty well defended right now.
Climinteedus' party is looking pretty strong and pretty solid. Oh, something else to note on these flags. Northern Docks.
Yeah. They can make life great or terrible. here's the chime. Oh, you want the cube? Nah, here's the oxy ale.
Oh, here's. I would like to give a shout out early to Goats Pirate, who is our tracker tonight, and I will take the opportunity multiple times throughout the broadcast to thank Speed Gaming 3 for the use of their channel. And budgemano has 8 shards already. That's not half bad.
Yeah? Didn't he already dive bomb? Did he wipe out?
No. No, Budge went around and did volcano.
Right.
It was Climinteedus that dove marsh.
Man, I can pay attention to things, I swear. They just swap places and it didn't click in my head. And Tia's about to get that herb.
That herb that's going to turn into a ruse stick.
Those 2 red mages have some pretty heavy-duty firepower.
I'm gonna say Clim is probably going to clear the rest of volcano. Oh no, he's going to ice.
Oh. I mean, he does have charges of fade. He might grab a couple levels on the way there to hopefully get a charge of Nuke each as well. Who knows? Just depends on how nice these river fights are.
And
Pack of Karibs is nice.
Yeah, 7-pack of Karibs is at these levels a pretty nice experience pinata.
Sadly, he hasn't gone to Volcano to pick up that Thor hammer yet, or else he'd be able to get those for free.
Budge gonna turn in that TNT and see what it is.
Killing off the Hooray Dwarf.
I shake my fist at you, Budge. Oh ho ho, there's the fine.
Nice early tail.
That changes my routing immediately. I immediately go to promote.
Oh yeah.
The faster you can promote, the better.
So let's see, there's...
After you promote, if you're Budge, after you promote, where do you go? I know where I would go.
I think he has to go back to Volcano or Ice. I'd say Ice, just because he's already dipped Volcano.
Not where I would go.
Well, he doesn't have Rod, he doesn't have Ruby, he doesn't have Oxyale or Chime.
But he's got a canoe.
You'd go Ordeals?
Absolutely, I'm right there. It's the proximity play.
I suppose. Just no warp charges into Ordeals always feels bad. Especially low level.
Something else to note about these flags. It is 16% unrunnable, which is higher than the vanilla game. As Budge runs into an unrunnable shark pack. Yes, without warp, it feels a little bad, but I'm gonna say you can make it work. It's not that bad.
Yeah, as long as you have a good system for remembering which pillars are progression. And don't get upset at being sent back to the beginning after going through 25.
That's an
Ooh,
ice sword +3.
that is a nice find.
That is a potential end. That is a potential end game sword for one of those red mages.
If you get real desperate and he somehow forgets about the TNT turn in, it could be an endgame sword for the fighter too.
I mean, I've seen seeds where not promoting is viable.
I've done it a few times, but I usually have legendary swords on someone.
Valid. I mean, I'm sitting here on the bench.
Ooh, Gerpede taking out one of those red mages.
Well, Gerpede's no joke.
Now, does he pick it up or continue to? Looks like he's gonna continue two-man for a bit.
Sorry, I'm watching what's in ordeals.
Yeah.
Nothing really of note so far.
Unless the vanilla key item chest has something.
And a shard.
Yeah. You're happy about the shard, you're just not happy about the time it took to get one shard.
Yeah. But the time that you fade ordeals is the time that it has 5 shards and a key item.
I mean,
You know?
yeah. But at that point, most of your opponents are probably going to do the same play. Not all of them.
And
Ooh,
Budge
Adam
is headed to Volcano.
Tia's getting the last turn-in item before being airborne.
Climinteedus picking up that slab. Well, come on up to the lab. See what's on the slab.
Those Harm 4s coming in handy. Not quite doing the job, though. I think Climinteedus might be wanting to do an eye grind with his fighter?
I mean, maybe?
I can't think of any other reason to have the red mage up front right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's going to take some time to get that red mage killed off, though.
Yeah. Zeus Bonk?
That's a Zeus bonk. That's not half. That ain't half bad.
No. Ooh, there's the Rod and Volcano.
That find is super green.
This eye grind feels.
This
a
eye grind
little
feels
bad,
awful.
just because of the low shard count and having
Yeah.
both of them up right now.
Gold bracelet +2 is a decent find.
It is.
I mean, at this point, I would almost prefer the Agama grind in Volcano.
It's a
Because
lot
it's
easier to
easier.
knock down people. Yeah.
Yes, it's easier to kill off. Okay, gold plus 2 is 2 points better than silver plus 5. I remember this one off the top of my head. Copper to silver is a 5-point difference. Silver to gold is a 5-point difference. Gold to opal is a 5-point difference.
That's actually really good to know. I never knew that.
I made a point of learning it early on. The other reason I don't like this eye grind on Climinteedus' side, I would like it much better on Budge's side because Budge is promoted.
Yeah.
The one problem with this eye grind is it's not going to get any spell charges on the night.
I mean, if he followed what happened the other day and just goes into Chaos with a level 40 Knight, swinging an X-Cal plus 5.
Okay, yeah. A level 40 Knight with an X-Cal plus 5, that it doesn't matter. That's fair. There's not a lot that's going to stand up to a level 40 Knight swinging an X-Cal plus 5.
Yeah.
I don't care how much armor Chaos has.
Just bonk up a few times. Fast is nice, not really necessary. So we got competing grinds, Agama with a full party versus a solo fighter against the Eye.
Well, I don't know that Budge is actually doing the grind. I think he's just going for the red D chest.
Oh, right, he was doing a small grind before on them.
No, he just hit the 2 Agama tiles there in that room to getting the 2 chests.
Oh, I thought he took like 4 or 5 of them.
I don't believe he took more than just the 2, maybe 3.
Okay, that's fair. I thought he might stick on them for a while to get to a safer feeling level to fight carry, but he just exited it out. Yeah, that room plus 5. It's gonna hit carry hard, and if I remember correctly, didn't they already pick up quad X? No?
Yes, I believe they did.
A hit or two of that rune sword and then a quad X carries down for the count.
Budge gonna check out that. Yes, they did find the wizard stick. Wizard stick was in Toph.
Top left
No.
of Toph.
They had not picked up Quad X.
Ah.
As I say, as budgemano picks up Quad X.
Right, they had Fade and Nuke. They didn't have the instant kill yet. They had Bane, but not Quad X. I'm just jealous at all these good spells they're getting.
I know, right?
Wait a second. Do we see Ruby yet? No?
Nope.
We saw
No
Ron
Ruby yet.
Volcano. Okay.
No
Well,
Ruby yet,
might just be
just the
hiding
Ron.
here in Earth. Or, if the seed wants to be really fun, it could have the Oxyale here, the Ruby in C, and then Chime.
And then
back in
Chime and
Titans.
Chime and Titans and Ruby in Chime and Titans Ruby and
Dark
Mirage. No, Ruby and Mirage.
You
Or
couldn't
Cube and
beat
Mirage,
that.
rather.
Yeah, there you go.
Cube and Mirage, and Ruby in Sky.
Ruby couldn't be in Sky if Chimes and Titans.
Or, sorry, Rod. No, we have
Floater in
Rod.
Sky?
Floater in Sky.
Okay. That, yeah. Completely see that. Usually find the floater after I have all my shards and I'm already wanting to gun it to Topher.
And it is full-on long Topher.
So you get a chance for all of those good experience fights and a whole bunch of unrunnables.
Yeah. I have started to really like in the what Saracen has been putting in the duckling seeds. By the way, we have a program called the Duckling Program. The Duckling Program, there's a defense sword on Earth 2. There's a second ruse item.
Yeah. And it's a +4 defense sword, so it's actually a decent
Yeah,
swing.
so it's a decent swing. I like what Saracen has been doing on the duckling seeds, and I was starting to talk about the duckling program when I saw that root defense sword and went squirrel. The duckling program is for newer racers. It is every week we get a curated seed that is designed for newer runners to learn the flags, learn how the randomizer works, and get used to running for time. It is a whole lot of fun. It is a really great program to get people into the randomizer. And if you are enjoying what you see, you should join the FFR Discord, because all of these things are run through the FFR Discord.
I am 100% for the Duckling program. I went through it myself and got a top 8 finish, I believe it was in the spring tournament, with all I learned from it. Top 8, top 4. I know it's top 8, I don't remember the exact spot, but it helps you learn so much about this game. There's so many good mentors to help you learn routing, to go over VODs with you if they have the time, and just share their general knowledge.
I will say I got knocked out of the winter tournament last year by a fellow duckling who basically graduated the duckling program during winter tournament.
Yeah.
Ravioli.
That precedent set me to graduate out of the duckling program as well.
Yeah, it was ravioli.
I think it was...
I'm still amazed I took a race off of him.
Ravioli is a very strong runner.
Climinteedus heading through Volcano Armory is going to pick up that ship.
We'll have to see if he decides to go all the way down or just take the ship and run.
There's a ruby. Budgemano with the fun % flag of Titan can eat anything. In this case, it's cola.
Gotta wash down all those rubies he's been eating. That's a nice find.
That's a nice find. Dargan armor is the real deal.
Heal +6
Heal
helmet.
Heal helm +6 is pretty decent.
It's decent, but if you're wanting to be using those ribbons on your melees, then it's
Well,
just going to
yeah.
end up being tossed aside in the end anyways. And with the improved Dark Flag on, you really want those ribbons on your
Really
melees.
want those ribbons on. And Budge is going to fight Lich. Lich is worth 2 shards, so I do support this play.
Yeah, with all that, yeah. 2 hits and Lich is down. He had way too much firepower to not go up against him. So if Lich did roll out Nuke on turn 1, that could have felt really bad. Climinteedus exiting out of Volcano, saving and going right back in.
There's a crown.
I forgot about the crown.
There's a black shirt. Black shirt's a decent find.
+6, that's a great find.
At least it's a decent find for Budge, who has a black wizard.
True. For Climinteedus, it's just free Ice 2 cast.
Yeah, it is less useful for Climinteedus.
He'll probably leave it where it lays if he finds it. Starta being useful.
Oh, whoa! Started being useful in these flags. Who rolled this? I say that, I know who rolled this. And I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah, I was about to say, for who rolled this, this has been a very pleasant seed.
Oh, the shoe will drop.
Well, you can see the power of Climinteedus' fighter doing 600 damage against that Cerebus.
Yeah. Well, Ice Sword and Volcano will do that.
Yeah.
Budge gonna go look at what's in. Gonna go look at. That's an opal. That's an opal Cheerio +4.
And he's not picking it up.
Well, we don't know that yet. Okay, now we know that.
I mean, that would have been great armor to throw onto that red mage.
I mean, throw that on the red mage. Hell, throw that on the ninja.
I think the ninja's wearing a
Ice
fire-
armor.
Oh, ice armor. Rolled up. Though.
Ice armor of some kind.
I think it's 4 or 5. Which is a very solid. These hags with mute feels awful.
Ugh. Anything with mute in these flags feels pretty bad.
And they're unrunnable.
Mostly because, or anything that comes in large packs that has mute feels pretty bad. Mostly because it takes a long time to get through.
Yeah. Oh right.
You know, I watch these two very, very good runners, and it makes me feel a little less bad about how bad I am at it, because I route my rooms a little better.
Yeah, it just takes some time and forcing of changing your muscle memory on those routing paths. I just recently started doing better boat routing by going east of Mirage instead of going west all the way around. So much
Yeah.
quicker.
Katana
Oh.
+5. Hello.
And
there's a chime.
he is getting very close to reaching go. But he is still missing that loot, which could be anywhere.
Yes, it could. Ooh. Loot in Toph locked. No, better. Loot in Marsh locked.
Ooh. Yeah, that just feels awful when that happens. 'Cause it feels bad going back for just those 3 chests after
Yeah.
diving down 3 floors.
Oh, Marsh locked. Marsh
yeah.
locked. Absolutely, Marsh locked is worse.
At this point,
Question
Marsh
in
locked.
Question in chat from our tracker goats pirate: what's worse, Marsh locked or TFC? Marsh locked. Absolutely, 100% worse.
Now, if they had already gone through C and cleared it, then found the key after, that makes it a little...
Then TFC is worse, but
yeah.
as a general rule, Marsh locked is worse.
If you can avoid it, never double dip down there. Onrak, there we go. I forgot the name of the town.
Yeah. Yes. If you can avoid it, don't double dip C. But Marsh is just worse to double dip.
I mean, if you have the floater, Marsh isn't terrible to get back to. With the boat and the canoe, it's...
Yeah,
okay.
I don't see a floater. I don't see a floater on either of these runners.
No, not yet.
Oh, Oxy Hill in Marsh in Elfland locked.
Now we get to play the fun game Marsh or Mirage. Or not Marsh, but Sea or Mirage.
I think we see Budge's answer is C. Or is Onrak Continent.
Yep. I mean, there is the shop item there to check for.
Which may or may not actually be a key item.
Could just be an extra cabin chance or house.
It could be an
chance.
extra heal pot.
Cool. That Inkleo is angry. And Budge deciding he doesn't need to check that shop anyways. There's a floater. For sale. Okay. He is still gonna dive into sea just because he's here.
Well, yeah, you do the proximity play.
Yeah, sometimes getting that floater just is very exciting and you forget proper playing.
In fact, I would even do waterfall before I went to turn in the floater.
Depends on if he finds loot in here.
If I find loot, especially if I find loot.
Well, if he finds loot and he's only like 1 or 2 stars short, then I don't know. I like the
Then
Cardiac
waterfall
Isle over waterfall. Personally.
Well, once again, it's the proximity play.
Yeah. I just have a bias from running so many practice seeds in waterfall Just
And
telling me
Waterfall
I can't
having
have nice
garbage.
things. Yep.
Well, I am part of this is I am trying to train myself to think proximity play, proximity play, proximity play.
Yeah. Now, if he
Don't
doesn't
make
have
too
blue, definitely proximity play. Because you can't skip anything at that point.
yeah. Don't make 2 dips to on rank if you can help it. Don't go far afield. Don't go far afield if you only need a couple of shards and you've got items right here.
Alright, so you're gonna carbonate some bubbles today.
Do the right thing, Budge. Thank you. Thank you, Budge, for doing the right thing.
Almost makes up for killing the Hooray Dwarf.
Almost.
Alright. Climinteedus quickly making his way down Earth over there. That leveled up fighter, I don't foresee him having any issues, but you never
I wouldn't
know.
expect so, but I mean, Lich is a speed bump.
Oh, Ice was +6, by the way, so...
And we finally see Warp at level 7.
Gross.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So
he
once
takes-
again, I want to take this opportunity to thank Speed Gaming for letting us restream on their channel. Also, shout out Goats Pirate, who is tracking tonight. If you are enjoying this race, if you are enjoying these runners, you should give them a follow. If you're enjoying this race and you're enjoying Final Fantasy Randomizer, you should join the Discord. Also, my broadcast partner here in the booth, you should give him a follow.
Nah. I'm not worth watching. DM Stewart, on the other hand, he's got the plays.
Sadly, I have actually not streamed in quite a while.
Yeah, I need to get back into it. I've only been doing it for the necessary races.
Yeah. Yeah, me as well. And I have not been running a whole lot of races.
Ooh, my
budgemano
favorite floor.
finds his way to Sharknado floor. Now, why do we call it Sharknado floor, you may ask? In fact, go ahead.
Well, you have these lovely water tile over here, and you also have some nice shark tiles, so you got yourself a Sharknado going on here. Man, that was an invasive water.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a ribbon +6 there on Sharknado.
That's his third, I believe.
At least his second, but he menus so fast that I couldn't see a third.
He also just picked up the Aegis Shield +2 from that
And
same
that
room.
that is a super nice. That is a super nice shield. Goat says he thinks that Budge has 3 as well, so I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to agree with it.
Yeah, especially since he put it onto the ninja. I'm assuming he already had... He put the first one onto the red mage. I think he put the second onto the fighter. Sadly, the black wizard is kind of just an afterthought at this point. Unrunnable shark pile.
Oh, but it's Gershark, and Gershark is a ton of XP.
It is. The Gershark Big Eye encounter is still my preferred Gershark encounter. Ah, that's fine, goats.
I mean that's fair.
Thankfully, well, the orbs do kind of matter in this flag set in a way.
In that,
I mean, outside of the fiends giving you shards, I believe the flags state that orbs also give an experience bonus.
no, it's shards.
I thought
It's
it
based
said
off
shards or orbs.
I could be wrong. I thought it was just shards.
Now my curiosity is forcing me to double check these flags. Gale.
My apologies.
100% per orb or 8 shards.
Oh, my mistake.
So the orbs do give you a bit of a bonus.
They give you quite a bit of bonus.
But with the scaling of the bosses and everything, sometimes those orbs just aren't worth that risk. I believe so.
Okay. As
Oh.
Saracen points out in chat,
Okay.
that means if it's shards, not orbs. Budgemano Bracken's a Kraken. Climinteedus figures out maybe he doesn't need that. Maybe he doesn't need that opal +4.
I'd still like. Well, Climinteedus. I feel like he'd really want the opal +4 with the 2 red mages.
And
Vorpal 4.
And the adamant turns into a usable Vorpal. And Climinteedus gets that tail.
I would definitely go with the Vorpal 4 over the defense sword going into Chaos.
Yes, I hate to admit it, but yes. Hashtag never Vorpal.
Uh-oh, look what budgemano found.
Oh, budgemano has found the Mesa. And Nope's out of it.
Well, he did find the last shards he needed, so he can go. Well, no, he still doesn't have loot. He has to go Sky.
Still no loot, so Sky provides.
Does he just boat there, or does he pick up his airship?
Oh, where did he find the floater?
It was for sale in Honorac.
Okay, thank you.
I think it was.
I just boat.
It
I
was,
just boat.
pretty
It's
cheap,
faster to
too.
get there. It's faster to get there on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that robot not wanting to adhere to the randomization. Making waterfall actually seem useful. How dare he?
Okay, let's.
What I do know for sure,
Oh,
though, you
there's
can
a
keep
sun
getting-
+3.
Oh, yeah, you can keep getting more experience bonuses the more shards you pick up, even if you've already hit your 28. That I did learn, which is really nice. They have done ordeals. It was a
That
dud.
is nice. Yes, Ordeals was nothing.
1 shard.
Ordeals was a shard in a shard and a bunch of junk.
Hashtag Never Ordeals Winter Tournament. Until it's the loot in there, and then everyone just last checks it. Because 90% of the time you don't have the canoe.
And that's level 18 on all of Budgemano's characters.
I'm kind of okay with him not having the loot yet, because those levels are a little on the low side from my liking.
Even for a 3-man party?
Even with the 4-man party, level 18's a little low, because a medium roll nuke's gonna knock out most of that party. And that fighter does not have access to a life spell. Yep. We're down to 3 locations for the loot. Sky, Cardia Isles, or Marshlocked. Everything else has been checked between the 2 runners. You know, after both of them taking such wildly different paths, they're both going into Mirage and Sky around the same time. It's pretty indicative that they're both just searching and hoping at this point. Oh, Clem doesn't have cube. You're right. Clem is just clearing out Mirage first, which is what I probably would have done when I had to choose between C and Mirage. I think we may have lost DM Stewart again. I'll do my best to fill in until those problems are solved. Well, if nothing else, Clem is getting some of these shards from here to boost his experience gain when he goes over to C. Ooh, those bad men with mute, just wasting time. And unrunnable. Really wasting time here. Alright, Sky 1 done, no loot. RPG limit break with the rate of 57 people. Welcome on in, everybody. We are watching a FFR Winter Tournament match between budgemano and Climinteedus. We are about an hour in. budgemano is just in search of his loot to be able to go into go mode. Climinteedus is a couple items behind, but we'll catch up fairly quickly if things go well. Neither of them have found the X-Cow or the Power Bonk, which I believe puts them in Gaia and Lefame. And now they both have access to that floater. So we'll have to see if either will make those dips to grab it, or if they just go straight into Topher after getting their... Well, they might have to get the floater one way or another. There's no guarantee that the loot's going to be here in Sky for budgemano. Climinteedus going to check that robot, going to be happy to find that cube in there. We'll have to see if he decides to take on the Mazda chest. A good amount of experience. His fighter is fairly leveled. Well, he still has to check the Sky 2 floor because he completely skipped it. I think he was just hoping to not have to do the 1 to 2 chests per room check. Odds are getting slim for Sky to be the answer. Fire 2. Doing not great work against those metal slimes, but enough. Okay. Looks like Climinteedus going back and actually buying that floater. Marshlocked is still remaining. Cardia Isles are still remaining. And those will be the only options left. Oh man. Welcome on in, y'all. These guys are having an exciting where's my loot search. Budgemano has cleared sea and sky with no avail. Yeah, that katana is nice. The Climinteedus just going Sky. You picked up the cube, it makes sense. Marshlocked has not been checked, and Cardia Isles have not been checked. Between the two runners, every other chest has been checked. Ordeals was done by Budgemano. It had 1 shard in it, and the rest of it was junk. Yeah, I mean, Climinteedus is doing the density check. It makes sense, we just know it's not the play to get on his go mode. And power bonk off of the ferry, meaning Xcal is in Lefane. Alright, is it going to be a last check in Marshlocked for the loot? Are we gonna have a full clear outside of Topher? Ah, nope. There it is, in Cardia Isles. So Climinteedus can still make up some time by going straight to Cardia after finishing Sky. He does also have that high level fighter, which can survive a bit more.
Yes, and that is good to know for Climinteedus.
Welcome on back.
Sorry
like-
about that.
Oh, you're fine. Budgemano doing a few last minute shopping trips.
And heading into Topher at
About
114.
104.
Yeah, 104.
And it's not over till it's over, because this Topher could have every unrunnable and every nasty thing in it.
Yes, it very well could. And what kind of levels does Budge have?
I think he's around 20 on his party.
That's the wrong eye. That's the wrong kind of eye.
But looking at those HP totals, one nuke can still wipe out
One nuke.
everything but his knight.
One nuke means Budge is having a bad day. Or nuclear, for that matter.
Yeah. Chugging down those heal potions.
Oh god, chugging heal pots and Topher. That brings back memories.
I know he picked up nuke on that ninja, but I don't think he picked up temper for him. I mean, the fighter does have plus 80 HP and plus 50 agility.
Yeah.
So the fighter is a beast this game.
That almost suggested not taking a thief at all.
Did they
And
see the
budgemano
Bane
takes
Sword?
out the Sparkle Pack.
I want to say they did see the Bane Sword, I just think neither of them actually picked it up.
I think you may be right. Hi, Lich Tube. Lich Tube lives through a round. That's actually a little unusual. Bye, Lich Tube.
It's the levels on his party, plus he does not have the X-Cow. He's
Okay, was that-
swinging that defense sword still.
Did I notice that Climinteedus was 3 shards from...
I know he was a little off. I think going into Sky, I knew he would find enough with the Tia kill to be in go. He just still has to find his loot. We now know is the closest Cardia Isle as we go west from here. Yeah. He exited out without killing Tia. Interesting. One shard short. I think there's a shard in here, so it's going to pay off. There it is.
There it is. And now Climinteedus is loot and go.
Which is right here.
There it is.
They both had alternative loot names on.
Multi-instrumentalist Stera. I do like the fun percent flags.
Climinteedus is going straight to Topher.
Well, I don't blame him. He's in go mode.
Kraken hasn't one-shot anyone yet. What's going on here?
What's going on here? Kraken hasn't one-shot a life caster.
I mean, there's only one of them. It's a easy target. Come on, Kraken. And Kraken 2 goes down. Yeah, I mean, Climinteedus went in about 4 minutes behind. That's not uncatchable. Wow, I can't think of
No,
the
it
right word.
really isn't, especially if you get different Topher luck.
Yeah. Those ribbons doing their job and protecting the party from that ink. So, they did get level 1 Cure 4. So
There's
they
the
could've
life
got
caster
rid of it.
getting one shot.
Oof. And they no longer have that level 1. Well, no, the Knight has it. Yeah, the defense sword requires a lot more work to, Ooh, the Black Wizard going down too. But Tier 2 is down.
Ooh,
Oh,
an unrunnable air. Could be worse. Could be an unrunnable Sparkle Pack.
oh, this is gonna take a while though.
Yeah.
Roosing up to try and minimize the damage to the 2 party members. This is just giving Climinteedus time to catch up right here.
It absolutely is.
Choosing to
Swing,
fade
fade,
carry
fade.
too.
Oh. Well, the good news is that Cure 4 is not on Chaos.
Well, one of the airs is down. Opting to use
2 airs is
removes.
down.
Probably not a bad idea at this point.
Well, they have a lot of health, and
Very resistant.
yeah.
Climinteedus, I believe, is swinging the Vorpal. Neither of them went to Lefane to pick up the X-Cow. It all depends on if Climinteedus can keep both of his red mages up through the Kraken and Tia fights.
Budge onto Chaos floor.
If you rearrange the letters in Vorpal, it says Vaporal. That is good knowledge to know. Thank you, Ghost Pirate.
And Budge. Budge pulling Chaos.
Put the white shirt onto his knight to help get that ninja protected quicker.
With Invis 2 and Power Bonk.
Oh, Climinteedus wiped out. Or reset out, at least. I think both of his red mages went down to the Kraken fight.
And
Ooh, 114.
that's not a lot of damage.
It is not. 20. 202.
But it's not like Chaos is doing a whole lot of damage either.
Yeah, I'm still worried about nuke or nuclear coming out here. With that ninja having sub 400 HP. There's a nuclear. Didn't kill. Cure 4 does land. Ah, there we go. 2 hits, 790. Looking much better. And GG's budgemano.
That'll do it for you.
Finishing with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 33 seconds.
That will move Budgemano on in the winner's bracket. That will knock Climinteedus down to the other bracket.
The lower bracket of the tournament. Fun times can be had in the lower tournament. And welcome on in,
And-
budgemano.
Welcome, GG to you. Are you there, Budge?
I had muted myself.
No
Thank you.
worries.
No worries. I had some microphone issues when we started myself.
So
You could
how do you
realize when
feel?
I remembered I had nuke on that ninja there at the end on those airs. It's been a long time missing, and it's like, oh no, wait, that's why I stopped. Literally, I stopped in case of an unrunnable pack.
I was a little worried about you going into that chaos fight with your ninja under 400 total HP.
Yeah, it was a little bit. He was close. It would have been a bad roll to go down. It was sort of the risk I was taking. But that knight was just not doing any damage on anything. And with the katana +5, I figured, all right, that's my best shot. Is hope nuclear roll or nuke rolls low. I got cure 4 on the knight. And it worked.
Did
I mean, you
consider
could in
going
theory
for the
have gone.
X-Cal?
I didn't have turn-ins. I don't know where adamant or slab were. I don't know if those were ice. I never went to ice.
Right, you never went ice.
Yeah.
That is where they both were.
So I didn't have a really better option. I got the sun plus something. I didn't have Vorpal or X-Cal.
Sun was +3, as I recall.
Yeah, so it's not probably be doing just as much nothing as the defense sword was doing. So
The Vorpal actually rolled, I believe, +4. Climinteedus got it off of the adamant turn-in.
okay. Yeah, I almost went to ice, and if you watch it back, I went up a couple tiles and thought, no, I'm not doing it. I don't have warp. I'm just gonna go to Earth Cave, and that sort of paid off because I think he was in the bottom of Earth,
Yes.
or Key was out of the Ruby turn-in out of Earth or something like that.
Yeah. Ruby was, I want to say, an armory? Earth armory?
Yeah, I think so.
It was.
And then Sarda had the key, I believe, or
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
One of the few times where you can't just reset out of the Sarda check.
Yeah. And then the cube off the robot. If that was a dud, I was taking Warmech, but decided at that point I wasn't doing it. And then I totally forgot I had floater. That's why I sailed to Mirage. But it worked out because I got all my levels there. Because if I had remembered the floater, I would have done cardio first and then, done some low level overdrive and probably bounced. So I think it all worked out.
I just figured you went back there because of the density of the checks instead of going out of your way to get the floater.
Yeah, I mean, that was the idea of doing that instead of something like ice, but yeah. Probably would have been faster to get floater and fly over, but it's fine.
Once again, many congratulations to you, Budge. Good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
Do we know who Budge is racing in the next round?
They all said Pickles.
Oh, great.
That should be a
That'll be another good
interesting
one.
match. Pickles is. I've been able to take some games off Pickles in practices, but it's few and far between.
Pickle's definitely a very good runner, so. And, Clim is as well. So this not. Nobody here in this tournament is a easy out. They're all going to be tough races, especially with these flags, which are. I have found painful. Fun,
These
but
flags-
painful.
These flags are a great equalizer.
One person skips just the wrong test, the other person gets it on the first pass. That's all it takes.
Yep.
Climinteedus on his Tier 2 fight. Everyone's standing for now. There's nuclear. Not terrible rolls. Everyone's standing. Not doing a lot of damage with that fighter though.
Well, that does happen.
Luckily, he has 2 people with nukes. Though they're almost gone, I just noticed. Tier 2 down. Does he hit the same air pack that you did? Because that could be a big issue.
He did not hard reset going in, so.
So
So,
Clim is on a
step count.
different step count.
So it looks like he still has a few temper charges on both of the red wizards. Moving that ribbon up to his knight. How did it feel having all 3 ribbons on your party?
Oh, that's always really nice. Especially in these flags, I feel like that happens very often. But yeah, it's always a nice thing to see is all those ribbons.
Well, yeah.
I
Even
was
more
kind
so
of
on
jealous
Climinteedus.
watching that.
Even more
Go
so
ahead.
on Climinteedus' side, where he can use all 3 of them and not have anyone left behind.
I think he missed at least one of them, though. Because, what was it? He didn't clear C, I don't believe. And didn't you find your 3rd down in C?
It might have been Sharknado. There's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
There was
you-
one in C somewhere. I don't remember exactly.
Sharknado, bottom left, because you found the Aegis +2 in the same room.
Hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better trap tiles behind the waters there or something.
Yeah, the Aegis was on the left side, the ribbon was behind the trap tile. Climinteedus just chipped up. GG's Climinteedus with that big swing of 1246 from the night, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 59 seconds. Let's see if he's going to be coming in or not.
GG to Climinteedus for finishing off chaos with an official race time GG time of 1:20:59.
Waiting on Climinteedus to pop on up here.
So we have plenty of races coming up here in round 1, also round 2. If you have been enjoying this race, please pop into the Discord. If you have been enjoying these runners, please give these runners a follow. GG to you, Climinteedus.
GG's on a great run.
And Clem is still muted, so when he gets that fixed, we will hear from him.
Sorry about that.
There we go.
Hey, GG.
Good game.
So how did that run feel for you, Climinteedus?
Well, I felt as I was started off pretty strong, especially after the eye grind, since I opted to go to ice early. But I think where I really messed up was hitting up Sky before checking Cardia Islands.
I did the same thing, actually, and was kicking myself about it also.
It makes sense. There's so many chests in Sky that it's hard to skip it when you know you're looking for the one item.
Yeah.
Well, it was in the back of my mind when I first got the floater from Onrak, but I forgot all about it until I was halfway through Sky, and I was like, "Oh crap!" So
It
is what it is.
That's exactly what happened to me. I needed the levels though, so it worked out okay. I took a lot of fights in Sky and got my levels.
Well, I accidentally took my fighter to 26. I was trying to take him to 25 off the eye tile and ice. But my late game routing kind of, I think, is what got me.
I mean, you saved a bit of time by not going through C, because C, I don't think had too much. You missed out on a ribbon and an Aegis shield and some shards. That's about it.
Oh,
Huh.
and on carbonating bubbles.
Where was the Oxio?
Oh.
'Cause I don't think I had it by endgame.
I got the chime. Was chime in? Or was Oxiel in?
Castle Lock.
Was it Castle Lock?
Oh, well then I guess I
Okay,
did,
yeah.
but I just didn't really think about it or forget that I had it. So my bad.
I think Chime was in Castle Lock.
Chime was Corneria locked according to our notes. And Oxiel and Elf Castle. So both castles
Oh
have
no,
equipment.
I didn't go back to Elf Castle Armory.
4 chests. Easy to skip, but sometimes hold a plethora of good items.
Budge, what was your party?
I did Thief, Fighter, Red, Black. I debated not taking the Thief, just with the Fighter having the agility. But I liked being able to run, having that Thief, and it worked out with the Katana +5. So.
Yeah, it did. The blurring certainly did suggest the possibility of not taking a thief.
Well, I was hoping to run away from more battles, but I spent a lot of time trying to run away, so I guess the thief would have really benefited me. And I came across 2 katanas, so yeah, that really would have helped out in the
Yeah.
long run.
And I never did Ice, so I had no swords for my knight. He was useless.
I found an ice sword +3 in the ice cave from the mage spike tile next to I.
Yeah.
And that carried me through a good portion of it. And then I found a Vorpal, I think, from either TNT or Adamant. So after I upgraded, that's what my knight was swinging.
Swinging that good old blue sword for most of the later half of the scene.
Did you find the power bonk?
Yeah, I think that was the bottle turn-in.
Oops. And that would have helped a lot too.
Yeah, it's the only way I got through that chaos fight, because when the katana swung for like 100 damage in 1 hit, and I had no mages. I was scared.
Yeah, that was not a great sight when that happened.
So I think you're going against Pickles and Beer next round.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I don't know who is in your side of the bracket. I don't know who that would be either. I haven't looked at that yet.
Pickles took me out about 2 or 3 years ago in the second round, so watch out for him.
I lost a dab tournament to Pickles in the finals a couple years back, so I'm familiar with losing to him in tournaments.
Regardless,
He's a
I
good
still
racer.
wish you the best of luck. I want to be rooting for you.
Thanks. You as well.
I can't wait to see what happens in the rest of the tournament. Like, to be quite honest, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XI, so I haven't really been practicing for the tournament, so that's on me.
The possible opponents for Climinteedus are Krellin, Demon, RHK, or Spellzap.
Ooh. I bet if me and Spellzap got together, I could probably talk him into doing a solo thief run. That'd be fun.
You tried. I wasn't taking the bait. That would not have gone well. But anyways, yeah, it's a great time of year to watch so many races. Basically every night. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to watching the rest of the races. And because I bowed out so early, it would be nice to not stress about it and just enjoy the rest of it, you know?
I definitely hear that.
Well, Budge, I definitely wish you the best of luck in the rest of the tournament, and hope you all have a nice evening.
Thanks.
Yeah.
GG's again.
Likewise.
We should move into the last thoughts so we can get Speed Gaming their channel back. Anything from you, Budge?
I said most of it. Really love this winter tournament, the community. Thanks to you guys doing the race and everybody done, the broadcast team for all of these races. I know it's a ton of work. It's appreciated. They're always fun to watch, and like Climinteedus said, looking forward to the rest of it.
Anything else you wanted to add, Climinteedus?
Yes, I do want to thank the commentaries and the tracker team. I hope we put on one decent show for you guys. And again, Budge, I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the tournament. I'm going to be rooting for you. Just let me know if y'all need any help with anything.
Anything from you, DM Stewart? Might be having some mic issues again. Just want to say again, thank you for Speed Gaming 3 for letting us put on our tournament on their channel. Want to say thank you to Goats Pirate for clicking the buttons for us and making sure we knew where everything was. Thank you for everyone who came out to watch. If you're interested in joining the community, go ahead and check out the Discord. Give these runners a follow. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I don't know the commands on this channel, unfortunately. But that's it from us. Take care, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.